Hey, we got a very unique opportunity today. The neighbor brought over this Bobcat 5600. We've been looking at these online and always wondered what it would be like to drive one and experience one. So, hey, this is a perfect opportunity. This one's got a hydraulically driven brush mower on it. And as you can see, I kind of played with it a little bit. I'm going to get out there a little bit more. I think Christy wants a lot of this mowed down anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to mow just a little bit in there and maybe mow one path through it and show what it's going to be like. What do you think, Christy?
I think that would be great.
Well,
I didn't know there was a Christmas tree in there. Maybe we could cut that down in December.
or just decorate it out here. Then we wouldn't have to take it down after.
Yeah, that would
and it
be
wouldn't get all
easier,
dry.
wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, this thing, the rear roller has to be sitting on the ground for the mower to run.
Okay.
It's got an air-conditioned cab. Got crab steering, so you can set it so that it'll turn really short with the crab steering.
Wow.
I don't even know what other features it's got. All I know is it's a lot of fun to take it for a spin.
Cool.
It's relatively quiet in here. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I operated this unit only for 10 or 15 minutes, so any observations I share here are definitely of limited experience. I found the visibility of the mower to be, well, really good. Having the mower way out front like that allows you to control exactly where it goes. I was able to trim really close to trees. I was able to drive in under trees. I was able to drive around this little Christmas tree very nicely. That aspect is very similar to the Ventrac. Now the steering mechanism feels totally different than the Ventrac. This machine turns quite short and you can direct the mower right where you want it to go. But contrasting with an articulated machine, you can't move the mower side to side while you are stopped. Well, this is a difference. I'm not actually sure which one is preferable. I've seen these machines at trade shows for several years, but never really thought I'd have an opportunity to try one out. I'm sure many of you have had the same thoughts, so in this few-minute video, we'll do our best to kind of explain how it feels and how it works. I decided to make it a test just to see how close I could trim around this tree and kind of how long it took, how difficult it was. That's kind of how I try to do some equipment tests, is just to give myself a goal that seems practical in the real world and execute it. While turning, I pushed that pile of weeds out there. I found that I could pick up the front of the mower with the bucket curl function, so I could drive right over them. Then I'd drop the mower and, well, mulch the whole pile. Done around the tree now. That went very quickly and smoothly, and it actually looks good. Next up, I decided to drive just straight through this big area of mess of weeds and brush and stuff. As I'm doing this, I'm thinking, this is just going to cost me work later. Christy's going to want all this cleaned up. She had me figured out. As I emerged from the wilderness, I looked up and there she was with the camera. Went right around that tree, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't even realize this tree was in here.
It actually is a pretty nice looking tree.
Yeah, I like how close to the ground it got. You could actually come back in here and walk or drive the gator right behind it.
Yeah.
You know, we would want to finish mow or maybe even plow it with the power rake of the Ventrac, but I don't know that you would really need to.
Yeah. Let's check out the little trail we made.
And it's pretty wide. Did he say how wide it was?
He didn't. It looks like a 5-footer.
Yeah.
It's 2 blades, so if you notice right there in the middle, it took all the stuff and kind of threw it right in the middle.
Right, yeah. It took everything down, really.
Oh yeah. Since you don't run over it first, it gets everything. It doesn't just mash stuff down like a rear mount.
Right. I thought the mower was fairly quiet on the outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The cab was fairly loud on the inside.
Okay.
But that was not a new one either, so they might be better. Now, right there at your left foot, I cut down some fairly big trees. See that stump there?
Oh, yeah. Took me a while to find it, but yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, you're in trouble now. This makes me want all this gone.
I kind of thought a nice little trail in here was just nice.
I like it nice and clean.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. I do like the trail. What I don't like is weeds. Nick, you just said that you can do what with your kid?
Oh, you strap your kid in there, and you can do all your dirt work. You can do all kinds of stuff that they enjoy seeing. Right strapped into there. Unlike a tractor or a skid steer or something, there's no room for that.
Right.
And they just love it. So it's the best for kids, I
Yeah.
think, you know.
Folks, this is what sweet corn gets you.
That's pretty good. That and being a neighbor, right?
So we took sweet corn in our gator down to the neighbors, and we met both neighbor Linn and neighbor Nick. And today we see this strange device coming up our house, and I think, I don't even know what this thing is. Now I do.
You didn't remember buying it.
I didn't remember buying it. That's exactly right.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the check.
No, this thing was really amazing. That crab steering is, it makes it turn really short, allows a lot of flexibility. It's a pretty big machine to go into that area I just went in.
It is, yeah.
And it was tough. It never even bogged down at all. I went over some, I don't know, at least inch and a half trees. No problem at all. And
Drop off.
don't worry, it's not running.
You like to climb on stuff. Here, bud. Get shit in my paint.
Nick, I really appreciate you bringing this thing over.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
I think he's got enough energy to mow himself.
He could probably go out there with a pair of scissors and do
Yeah.
the same thing. Give him a couple cookies, maybe a popsicle. He'll do about anything.
Guys, I know this one was short, but this is kind of a machine that was kind of interesting
Well, I
to
figured
us.
you like it. If anybody would appreciate it, right?
We had a spot for it.
Yeah.
Christy, I think Christy would like it for another hour.
Oh, go ahead.
I want all that cleaned up.
Yeah, it'll do it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
See ya. See you, Christy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really
Oh, no
appreciate it.
problem. Thanks for the corn. My wife loved the corn.
Well, good.
And then I saw Gary on there, and I was like, oh, I can't believe you guys know Gary McKillop.
Yeah.
And the first video I watched was you know, you guys in your kitchen with Gary.
Yeah.
That was funny.